everybody, it's Dark Mario 1000. Welcome back for more Kirby and the Amazing Mirror. 100% playthrough. Regenerator. Yeah, in the last episode, we basically got squared away with this game and showed you what I was playthroughing next, and it was a basic explanation video, okay? It was basic, okay? So, why don't we head and actually get started with the game? Yeah, we have Waddle Doos here, and we have Waddle Dees, and I already get hit. In this playthrough, you will see that I will get hit a lot, and there will be a lot of failures, actually. Yeah, I'm not joking. Beam Kirby is possibly the worst. This beam's like a whip. Whoosh, beam it. This beam ability is probably the worst ability in this game ever. It's practically the worst ability ever. It's not the worst ability ever, but it is practically. This is fire. Fire. Hot. So hot. Too hot to touch. You can control fire with being extended by holding the D-pad in the direction you want to extend, and you can move it up or down with the directional arrow pads, whatever, and extend it as well. You can even make it come closer to you, which, why would you want to do that if you want to extend it? Idiot! Anyway, let's go ahead and go into the mirrors. Now, like how doors or portals in Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, hello roly-poly, Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, mirrors are your portal/doors, so, yeah, I guess that's a nice touch. This game has, like, I guess, under ratings, I guess. I'm not sure how to say it, but I really think that people should give this game a chance. I really love this game, and this game hates me for some reason. This is boxing, and we've got Fighter Kirby. Fighter Kirby is epic because you can do all that stuff right there, all that jazz. You can also do a nice, what I had no idea, you could also jump and then press it down and then do a kick like that. Epic. Fighting moves beyond belief. Yeah. When you go over here, ooh, Sword Knight. We already know what Sword Kirby does, because Sword Kirby is an epic ability. Ah, this game is so great. I'm actually happier I'm doing this playthrough than boring old Spyro. Yeah. What? I said Spyro is boring. Now, there are two types of mirrors here. Mirror number one is right there, as you see. There are different types of mirrors, I'm sorry. This is a small star mirror. A small star mirror indicates that you cannot, hey, it's Bang Bang, Missle Kirby, that you cannot return to that point if you go in there. As you can see, there is no other place how I can go somewhere, so that's bad. Missile, transform into a missile and fly through the sky. Watch out, you blow up if you hit an enemy or a wall, or you can just blow up by pressing B again, whichever. And you can just control yourself with the directional pads. Nothing to it. Boom. Yeah. And here again. So now we just have this. So it seems like that person that we just killed is Shadow Kirby. And that's an invincible candy. Get in, you turn, well, invincible. It's mainly self-explanatory. Well, there's nothing down here, and you want to search everywhere. And now, let's get onto a Warp Star. Yeah, Warp Stars in Kirby Nightmare Dreamland were faster than this, but that's in case if any other Kirbys want to hitch a ride. Now here we have is a golem. There are three types of golem. This is a red golem. Red golems give you the ability Stone Kirby, which is, we'll get into that later. Anyway, we have an area map. You might hear me say we have a world map. That's because I can't say the right things on camera. Switch. Oh, ha! You didn't get me there. Watch out. Waddle Doo. So now when you press select, you can see the area map. This is Area 2, Moonlight Mansion, for those of you who don't know. Moonlight Mansion. Ah, gosh. If you can see here, I'm going to tell you the different types of things in a world map. But we shall do that as another explanation. Maybe before the end of this video we'll talk about it. But for now, let's go. Because I'm sure you can... Ooh! I'll probably have to explain it on the way, because you guys might be like, wait, why'd he do this? That is Snooter, and that is one of the annoying enemies of this game. So sorry. Doom, doom, doom. Oh, don't die! Don't. Wow, my first failure of this game. That's gonna be the start of other failures, and already it had to be right there. I mean, I knew what was coming because I've died there before. I just didn't think it through. And since I died, I don't have the ability again, so that's an epic shame. Oh well, we'll come back to that later. Sir Kibble gives you Cutter Kirby, and with Cutter Kirby, if you just press B, you can shoot a cutting boomerang, and you can also direct it with the directional pad, the D-pad. And this is another type of mirror, which is a regular star mirror instead of a small star mirror. Regular star mirrors means you can come back to the place. So if you go in here, you can also go back. Anyway, this is Mr. Flossy, a mistranslation of the enemy Mr. Frosty. And because of this game, I always thought this guy's name was Mr. Flossy. Because of this game. But like I said, it was just a mistranslation. Or typo, whatever. Anyway, the easiest way to beat him is you could just hit him with the Waddle Doos here. He gives you ice. But anyway, the proper way to beat him is just eat his ice blocks and then spit him back at him. Eat him after you defeat him, and you get Ice Kirby. And unfortunately, unlike Fire, you can't really direct it or anything. Sorry. Anyway, for Ice Kirby, it's first I'll freeze him, then I'll kick him along. Brrr! Frozen peak of Baron Brrr! Anyway, Maxim Tomato, I don't really need it right now. That's Batty, kick it, boom! That's awesome. So that's why this ability is great. So if you go in here, oops. It's a big switch. What does it do? Well, you know with what all buttons we have to press, right? Press it! No, you really don't have to slide into it like I dramatically did. And we're back at our home world and Red Kirby still hasn't gone anywhere. Hey, Lazy, get in through the mirror and do some adventuring, okay? There you go. Lazy. So, we're back in Area 1 Rainbow Route, which is great, because we can get into a new aspect of the game. This aspect of the game, there are different mirrors here at the beginning of your home world. Each time you press a big switch like the one we pressed like maybe 30 or to 40 seconds ago, you get a new mirror and you can travel back to your home world and then travel from there. And it's basically kind of great. This game can actually, why it's gotten low ratings, can actually be very confusing because of the fact that, how can I put this? People will get lost because they don't know how to play the game correctly. And the way how to play the game correctly is by, of course, getting your area maps like this. This is an area map, so we should explain the aspects right now. Let's go ahead and explain the aspects so we can end off this video. Now, an area map. When you get area maps, well, first of all, let's go to when you don't get area maps, okay? So, you can control with your area maps with L and R. So let's go to L. And you see here, now you see this. You really don't, when you see these kind of spaces, you really don't have your area map yet. The small squares are just small. That square right there near Yellow Kirby to the right is basically a star square where it shows you it has a warp star. The big square that Red Bomb Kirby is next to is the square that actually is our home world, Rainbow Route, as in the Area 1 home world of Rainbow Route. The basic foyer, the Juice Balusta, the travel between traveling. I don't know what other things to say about it. Now, towards the southeast area of Yellow Kirby, I hope you know your cardinal directions like I do. Yellow Kirby, or Fighter Yellow Kirby, that is a square that has a whole thing. I don't know what this direct saying is. Bottom line is, that is the place where it contains your area map. The area map you get when you land on that square. There's a treasure chest there. Unfortunately, because you don't really have it, you can never really tell, and you have to basically guess where it could be. So, that's only the downside to not having an area map is, alright? Now, when you do have your area map, like in Area 2 Moonlight Mansion, there are these squares. The red indicates that you haven't visited the area, okay? The red indicates that you haven't visited the area. The small squares are just, well, small squares. The big squares can indicate some things, like the big squares indicate, like what I'm on indicates a big switch that we just popped up. A big switch. Now this has goal on it. That indicates a big mirror that is the goal game that we will get onto later. Those little lines that are there, that's like northeast of Green Kirby, those little arrow lines with those little pointers indicate that you can't go back, which is also the point of the whole small star mirrors. The lines that are like that, those are lines, means you can go back. Sometimes this isn't the case because there are different places you can go, but most of the time it isn't. So, just do the luck of the heart and the luck of the Irish, or something like that. Yep. Big squares can also tell you, big squares also can contain big treasure chests as well, which is why it's important to figure out what is in these big squares. Here, well, here, right here, is a warp star. A warp star big square, where it says, well, basically, it's, right, how can I say this in a nice way? It is self-explanatory, you assholes! Nah, I'm kidding. But seriously, it is self-explanatory. Warp star is there, you jump on it, you go to wherever it leads to, and apparently it leads to Area 9. We're not going over to Area 9 just yet. No, we'll be like way ahead of the game. Nah. This heads over to Area 6 apparently. What else? The yellow squares indicate that you have been to it. You see the yellow squares right now? When they're golden yellow like that and they're blinking, that means you've gotten everything that's there, or there isn't really anything there, you've just gotten everything. If they're just not glowing, we'll soon get into ones that aren't glowing. If they're not glowing, it means that there are treasure chests within the vicinity, and it's your job, however, my friend, to find those treasure chests. But since we're doing a 100% playthrough, or I'm doing the playthrough and you guys are watching, or playing along with me, we will get into all of that later, getting treasure chests and having our nice little stuff. So basically, we just had 2 videos of explanation, 2 big videos of explanation, 2 parts. So part 3 is where we get into some more of Area 2 Moonlight Mansion, and hopefully some more failures, right? Because everybody loves to see other people fail, including me. So, I'm Dark Mario 1000, this is Kirby and the Amazing Mirror, 100% playthrough, Regenerator, signing off, bye-bye.